Welcome to Truth in the Barrel. Get that again. All right, come on.
No, I'm good.
Welcome to Truth in the Barrel, a weekly show hosted by Denver Riggleman and Amy McGrath.
I'm really excited to be here. It's amazing when she called me, and to have somebody like Amy to call me, Denver Riggleman, a DEI hire, because they needed a mediocre white male to do this show. So I'm very excited to be here.
Both of us are patriots who served our country,
Yep.
both in uniform and in politics. And I think right now we need truth tellers, people that can talk to Americans and just lay it out there, about national security, about what's going on in the world. And that's why I wanted to do this show with you.
The reason I'm honored is you asked me to do it. And I think part of that was that with your background, and not to mention 89 combat missions, not to mention you were the first Marine female pilot to fly an F-18 in combat. I mean, those type of things make me respect you in every way.
Well, look, we're going to need some humor in the next few years. We're going to need people that can cut to the chase and tell Americans the truth about what's going on. And we're planning on doing that with a little bit of whiskey.
And I think that's the real thing here is that we have somebody who works and plays around Bourbon County, Kentucky. I have a wife who's a master distiller. I'm a master tester of all things bourbon. So I think that makes me very special.
So you're not the one in charge. You're just the one that
No, sort of like this show. And so
the first thing that people ought to know about you, Denver, I think, is that you're an Air Force guy, which inherently makes you mediocre.
we are the strongest paramilitary force in the world. So I thank you very much for that. So by the way,
Yeah.
But what's cool about being in the Air Force is that we actually had to pass like ASVABs and stuff rather than the Marine Corps. So, it's pretty incredible, right, that we have this ability to go back and forth where we have a Marine, right, real military, and then Air Force, you have the highest, sort of IQ and ASVAB scores, actually going back and forth and talking about these things. So
Well,
I think
that is what they say. Denver has an intelligence background. I have an operator background, and they're very different things. All right. The intelligence guys, they tend to feel like they have really big brains and are super, smart.
Of course.
And they do a lot of that super geek stuff. Whereas the operators, we break shit.
But as far as, Amy's concerned, we can talk about my intelligence, my NSA background, AI, all that great stuff. But you teach things on a level, I think, that allows people to understand. And I think if we combine this facts and data with your background in teaching and instruction and your operational background, can you imagine the damage we can do to lies and disinformation if we actually do this type of show in a way where people understand it? And I think that's why we are America, right? It's whiskey, it's truth, it's common sense. And I think that's what we're bringing.
Patriotism.
And
It's caring about our country enough to make sure that we aren't just sitting back during this time in American history and letting it all happen. It's getting out there and making sure that the American people know the truth.
And that's what's exciting. And that's why I'm so happy I'm doing this show with you, Amy. And I got a feeling that this is going to be a long, beautiful relationship. And I'll do my next show. I'll try to do it in my flight suit to make you really envious about what an Air Force intelligence person does. So there you go.
Here's the bottom line. All humor aside, I have tremendous respect for this guy, Denver Riggleman. And that's why I'm doing this show with him. I think we come from different perspectives. I think that's America. And this is needed right now.
Right. And I think also, I think you needed a bit of a sex symbol for this show. And I think that's part of why we're doing this too, is right.
So here's what you need to do. Number one, follow us on Substack, X, whatever your social media platform is, Blue Sky. What are you, Truth Social?
Yes, I love True Social because of the facts-based stuff that comes out of there. And also,
but the biggest thing is be a patriot right now. Share this show with your friends and family. We hope it'll be fun. We hope it'll be informative. And we hope it'll make a difference. So share this with your friends, family. And really the goal here is to counter the bullshit. Okay? Because there's so much of it out there right now. There's so much misinformation and disinformation. And we want to be truth tellers. We're tired of this now.
It is exhausting. And if you don't actually tune into this show, we'll come to your house. Amy, again, thank you for everything and cheers.
Yeah.
Here's to Truth in the Barrel, baby.
Amen.